Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches has a goal! Marvellous goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. Goes for goal! Let down by a lack of accuracy. What an adventurous run from a defender. Managed to get it away. Mbappe has a shot! He has done it!
Well, it's certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus.
He's gone for it! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Alexander-Arnold. That's not going to make it. It's got through to him. Room for a shot. And the finish! Mbappe. There will be a throw-in. Mbappe. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's played forward. Mbappe. A buccaneering run from the defender. Driving on, a real charge here.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, this poses the defence a few tricky questions, and the answers have to be hard and fast.
Rodri goes looking. Hoists it forward. Madrid get it back again. Whipped in. Up to meet it! No, not the best of headers. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. And it's Kovacic. Battles to win it back. Mbappe, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Has he picked him out? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Up for the header! It's bounced out! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Massive lead! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Gets good distance on it. It's gone for a throw-in. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Some wonderful scenes here. It is what we have come to know and love about Old Trafford, Manchester. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter.
Header! Gnabry. Kane, and he's there to cut it out.
Gnabry really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Through, and he's had a quick look inside, and he's cut it out. Cleared away. Ball is over the line. Gnabry. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Richarlison with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
And it's got through. Towering header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Gnabry. Half an hour played now. Now it's Kane. Xavi doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Bentancur. It has got through to him. That's not going to make it. Deep cross. Massive leap! Still well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Gnabry. Goretzka. And here's Gnabry. Richarlison.
Gnabry really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Now it's Kane. Kane not easily shrugged off the ball. Goretzka. And here's Gnabry. Oh, he's in! Bentancur gets rid without sophistication. And it's Goretzka. Kimmich. Gnabry. And here's Kane. And we hit half-time. So now the team has broken through. They're not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Tottenham clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Looks to clip it forward.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Goretzka. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Gnabry. Kimmich. Hoists it forward. Almost an hour gone. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Real chance! It's a goal! There is the breakthrough! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
Gets the better of his man. Played out to the right.
Tottenham are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Ball's gone out of play. Kimmich. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. He's gone for it! Madison! He's through, now is he in? The referee's awarded a free kick. Great chance here to level it up. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone direct. Defending of the desperate variety. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Not much. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Davis. That's a good ball to find him. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Has it out wide now. Turns and goes back. Looking for support. This could be their final throw of the dice. Kimmich can get it clear. Hoists it high. And he's there to clear it. Now can he finish? He's had a shot! They scored! They have stolen level at the last! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, and all...
So that's it. It is all over. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. The manager too unhappy with the outcome. The fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. the way. Gets into some space. Incoming cross. Firmly met. Oh, he's found him in space. Has a hit! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Xavi. Bentancur. Oh, real danger here. Going for goal! And another time! Trying to get there. Hoists it forward.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Battles to win it back. Over it comes. Up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Gnabry. Good challenge, he just stood firm. First quarter of an hour gone. No goals as yet. Gnabry. Goretzka. And it's Gnabry. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Kane. Guerrero. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Well read, he sorted that out. No question, that's a foul. Xavi. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Bentancur gets it back. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Lovely feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Bentancur. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Timely intervention. Bentancur. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Deftly done. And he's cut it out. Goretzka. There is the half-time whistle.
So another team has broken through. But certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. Real chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Cleared away. Xavi. Brings it forward. Good idea, just poorly executed. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Kimmich. Goretzka. And it's Guerrero. Lovely bit of skill there. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Going through. What an adventurous run from a defender. Just brushed off the ball there. Played into the middle. Keeper has beaten it away.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Gnabry. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Bentancur. Lovely bit of skill. Bentancur has got himself a free kick. Got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. He's gone for it! The breakthrough strike! Tottenham draw first blood here.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill...
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Madison.
That's great strength on the ball. Solanke has a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Madison! This is promising.
And Solanke!
Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Oh, that's nice. And it's got through. Hits one! Should have equalised.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to get his chance away there, and it could have level matters.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Madison. Tottenham leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. A chance to play it in. Cuts it out.
Tottenham probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
And it's Davis. He's got options out wide. Gets good distance on it. And it's been taken straight back. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And here's Davis. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And help's available out wide. Has a hit! And through to the goalkeeper. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? He's pulled him up for that challenge. Guerrero. Timely intervention. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. And a play for a throw. Mbappe. And he's whipped it in low. Kimmich. Goretzka. And it's Guerrero. Could be... He's gone for it! Big moment! Massive goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Goretzka. Madrid suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession is unwanted, they can recover this.
Plays a clever pass. Played into space out wide. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Guerrero plays it forward. And it's Gnabry. Mbappe. Gets into some space. Kane has created one goal already. He's through. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Guerrero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it forward. And it's been taken straight back. And now they can launch a counter. Kane with a shot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's the throw. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Plays it out to the flank. And here's Gnabry. And he's there to cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. And it's played forward. Tar. Finds himself eased off the ball. Coached through there. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Mbappe! Oh, nice touch. That's been drilled forward. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Well, the action has already resumed here.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be...
And another time! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Now a chance to break. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Rudiger. Look at the defender bombing forward. Defending of the desperate variety.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Now the counter. And it's Gnabry. Gets away from his opponents. Room for a shot. Has a pop! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Forward it goes. Valverde. And here's Gnabry. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Oh, shooting chance! Tries to get it forward quickly. Going through. Chance. Has a pop! And he should have made it 4.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Well positioned to make that interception. And the counter is on. Oh, he's broken through. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers.
Gnabry really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
And it's Davis. Gets it back. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Rudiger. Hoists it forward. Back into the middle. Vinicius Junior. That's good defending, very good defending. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a double substitution going on here. Well, that had to be more accurate. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Oh, real danger here. Brahim Diaz could move up a gear here. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And he's straight offside. Davis. Neuer. Kimmich. Well played, he saw that coming. Kimmich. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Decent looking ball. Mbappe, he's onside. Shoots! He scores! And they are right back within touch!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back.
And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid beaten here. They might well feel aggrieved, but the result is everything. And that gets things running. Mbappe. Goretzka. Kimmich. Gnabry. He gets past his man. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Mbappe going full steam down the flank. There's a long ball. His big chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Out for a throw. Kimmich. Goretzka. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's come loose. Goretzka, could be a chance here. Kane. Rudiger tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe going through. There's the cross. It's one! Looks to drop one, it great leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Oh, good interception. Goretzka. He's got away. Just brushed off the ball there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Gnabry. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Plays it out to the flank. He's through the middle. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And help's available out wide. Mbappe! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And that's been levered clear. Kimmich with the clearance. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced out! There it is! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before the...
Real chance! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up to meet it!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And it's played forward. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe! And he's going long. Chance! More than happy to take the muscular approach. Done very well to intervene. Now the counter. He's left his man. Alexander-Arnold. Forward it goes. Mbappe is on. And it's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. They did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Madrid come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during... And a shot! They've scored! And the second half is off to a flyer! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Gnabry, he's good for it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Alexander-Arnold. Ball through needs to be good here. And they've been caught out here. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mbappe. Defending of the desperate variety. Corner it is then. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
There will be a throw-in. What an adventurous run from a defender. Gets up to head! Back of the net! And they get themselves in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Massive leap! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Mbappe! In it comes. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kimmich. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And here's Canabry. Look at the defender bombing forward. Kimmich. And here's Goretzka. Tar.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Kimmich. And it's Goretzka. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Hoists it forward.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Courtois catches it safely. Valverde.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Played down the flank. Look at the goal! Sensational from Vinicius Junior, and that has raised the roof. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. Madrid leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays.
And the shot! It's broken loose. Alexander-Arnold. Goretzka. Kimmich. And here's Gnabry. That's a good tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to break out here. And help's available out wide. Gnabry. That's not going to make it. Keeps everyone guessing. Whipped in. Carries far too far and out of play. Good idea, just poorly executed. Lovely bit of skill. Tries to dink it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Madrid given another corner. Cleared away. Shoots! So it is still 0-0. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Goretzka battles to win it back. And it's Kane. Rudiger does well there, alert. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Time to deliver. And he's there to cut it out. Gnabry. Forward it goes. Gets into some space. Delivers it. Gets up to head it! He scored! First blood drawn. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Madrid saw first blood here.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Well read, he sorted that out. Alaba coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cuts it out. Guerrero. Kimmich. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Kane, short, Kane! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Alexander-Arnold. Hoists it forward. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Madrid, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Just brushed off the ball there. He's got options out wide. He has it out wide now. And that was asking just too much of him. Mbappe, and the counter is on. Goretzka, Kane, well positioned to make that interception. Away from immediate danger. Mbappe is flagged offside. Tar. And it's Goretzka. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. What an adventurous run from a defender. Massive leap! He's still got to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Well, they could break here. Rudiger gets it back. And it's Kane. Valverde.
Madrid clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Vinicius Junior. He's got the ball glued to his feet. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Davis gets it back. Forward it goes. Now it's Kane. Oh, he's broken through. It's Kane! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Finds himself eased off the ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Vinicius Junior. Madrid don't have many options and time is running out.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That's a decent ball. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good... So off we go then. Played out to the right. Mbappe. What an adventurous run from a defender. Firmly met. Out to the right. Well positioned to make that interception. And here's the chance to counter. Gets the better of his man. Oh, really good feet from him. Could be a chance here. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid are seeing a lot of the ball early on, but can they make it tell? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Kane. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Is there any support? He might not need it. Mbappe.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end it'll have been forgotten.
And he's whipped it in low. And it's Gnabry. Kane. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Alaba. Mbappe. And help's available out wide.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Hoists it forward. Kane tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run.
And he has been fouled there. More than... Yeah, he's fouled him there. Mbappe. Room for a shot. Tries to get it clear. Here comes another cross. Too much on it and out of play. And here's Kane. He's had a look. Timely intervention. Alexander-Arnold. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No goals as yet. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Well read, he sorted that out. Kimmich. Goretzka. Goretzka drives it forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Alexander-Arnold. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Shoots! It's there! And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, and shoots!
idea, just poorly executed. Drilled in low. Kimmich. Mbappe. It is a corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Through to the goalkeeper. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And it's played forward. A buccaneering run from the defender. Neuer gets rid without sophistication. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Cuts it out. Being played forward. Whipped in. Gets up to head it! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Kimmich. Just brushed off the ball there. What a throw in. Kimmich. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's got through. Mbappe has a hit! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Just so calm under pressure.
Mbappe really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Valverde plays it forward. Mbappe proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. He's got away. Mbappe!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's on his way! And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. It's going to be a double change then.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's come loose. Valverde conceives a free kick for that. Kane, chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Valverde.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Mbappe, Vinicius has a goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Valverde. Mbappe. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that is that. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Madrid certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that He contributes just as much offensively as he does to...
Hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Forward it goes. Mbappe. A buccaneering run from the defence.
Up to meet it!
Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Looking to dink it in. That'll be a corner. Kane. Ball through needs to be good here. Going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Kimmich. Goretzka. And here's Gnabry. Gets on the end of it. Guerrero. Mbappe. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Kimmich. And here's Gnabry. Oh, he's in! That's a real chance! And the follow-up. And he's done it! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Caught offside that time. He's made sure that that won't get through. And here's Gnabry. It's got through and... Gnabry. Goretzka. And here's Kane. And he's straight offside. Mbappe. Is there any... And the shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Guerrero plays it forward. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Cuts it out. Goretzka. And it's Kane. Guerrero. And here's Kane. Gets away from his opponents. Kane. Hoists it forward. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that is lovely footwork. And that's sprayed out wide. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. So, another set play. Mbappe! So who's he picking out? He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Goretzka. He gets past his man. Tries lifting it over. Mbappe provides an outlet. Room for a shot. And he heaves it forward. And the first 45 minutes are up. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And the game has already resumed here.
Madrid don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Played back in. Shoots! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Guerrero. Now it's Kane. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Played out to the right. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Alexander-Arnold.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
How about a shot? Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And here's the chance to counter. Guerrero. And here's Canabry. Courtois catches it safely. Forward. What does he try from here? Great strength, too strong, and it's been given away. Deftly done. Hits one! but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's picked him out. Gets the better of his man. Chance! And it's there! And surely that settles it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. It was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Vinicius Junior. And they've been caught out here. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Mbappe. The message is clear, none shall pass. Good ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rudiger. And it's played forward. Vinicius Junior. Kimmich.
Madrid don't appear to have what it takes to get back into this one, but they do have what it takes to show enough pride and passion to appear to the fans that they care.
Kane. Oh, what a ball!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Into the last 5 minutes. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Kane. Gets it back. Mbappe. Out to the right. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Kimmich. Alaba gets it back. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Gets it into the... shapes to shoot! Good stop, but it wasn't easy.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Mbappe.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Gets it back, ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's been taken straight back.
Kimmich. Goretzka.
And here's Kane. Hoists it forward. And now they can launch a counter.
Mbappe. Kimmich
attempts a clearance. That's gone a long way up and away. And it's Gnabry. Oh, good interception.
Mbappe. Oh, nice touch.
Played into the middle.
Madrid have been making some good inroads down the right. Alexander-Arnold really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contributions, I think, are going to be key. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
And it's been given away. Forward it goes.
Goretzka.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Kane. And it's Goretzka. Battles to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Mbappe.
Good ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Dashing forward at pace.
Mbappe.
Big chance! And he's done it! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Madrid break the deadlock.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and
Has a pop! Madrid are looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Well played, he saw that coming. Kane. Well, that had to be more accurate. Speculative strike.
Kimmich.
Hardly anything between the sides.
And the score is 1-0. Gnabry.
And it's played forward. Decent looking ball. Chance!
Mbappe.
Get it. We hit half-time, so there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there really hasn't been an awful lot to...
Going for goal! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Back into the middle. Kane has a hit! He's scored!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now. It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's there to cut it out. Hits one! That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Mbappe is onto it and can take it up. It is a corner. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Guerrero drives it forward.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question. In with a header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Now it's Kane. Mbappe. He's got options out wide. Mbappe has it in a wide position, so what next? Hoists it forward. Now it's Kane. And the counter is on. Out to the left it goes. Guerrero. Goretzka. And here's Kane. Gnabry gets flagged offside. Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Good take, and he's had a look. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Brushed off the ball there.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Referee has just said play on. Chance to break. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh.
And the shot! He has done it!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
This is quite a battle.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Kimmich.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's gone for it! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Kimmich gets it back. We are into overtime.
Referee's given a throw. Crunching tackle. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. That's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter. He seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
He's had a go! There it is!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
It's a loose ball. That intervention was very necessary. And that has been clubbed away. Hoists it forward. Madrid are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, you can be very hard to regroup and work your way back into the match, but they've got time.
Tar. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And help's available out wide. And here's the chance to counter. He's left his man. Good ball, it's found its target.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Brought forward, what does he try from here? Rudiger battles to win it back. Mbappe. He's picked him out. Too much distance on that. Kimmich. Guerrero. And here's Kane. Timely intervention. It's gone for a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Mbappe. And the weighted pass, and he's cut it out. Kimmich. Rudiger. Plays it out to the flank. Mbappe. Real chance! Oh, taken with style!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Goretzka. And he's there to cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich gets it back.
Gnabry.
And the counter is on. Going through. Oh, shooting chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. See, your views on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the result. And the finish! Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Kane with a real chance here. Shoots! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads...
And they've been caught out here. He gets past his man. Chooses to go back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Good challenge, he just stood firm, and he has been fouled there. Into some space. It is a corner. Alaba has failed to find anyone. And it's played forward. Ball through needs to be good here. Has a hit! In it goes! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Madrid go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And it's Goretzka. Goretzka. Kane tries a shot! It's broken loose. Rudiger gives chase. Can he deliver?
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Mbappe! Gnabry, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Kane gets away from his opponents. Goes for goal! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And here's Kane. Well read, he sorted that out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Forward it goes.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's played him through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe! That is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front.
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Madrid take the lead.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball. They need to get it in quick. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Out to the left it goes. Davis. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and
a shot! Goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Madrid trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Tries to get it forward quickly. Alexander-Arnold. A buccaneering run from the defender. Mbappe is onto it and can take it up. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Gnabry attempts a clearance. Forward it goes.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. No doubt this is an area they've identified as a potential weakness in their opposition, and they're willing to exploit it. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Kimmich.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Mbappe. And the weighted pass. Plays a clever pass. Gnabry. Kimmich conceives a free kick for that. Mbappe looks to clip it forward. Defending of the desperate Quang. He's had a go! A heavy challenge. Gnabry. Gnabry! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Mbappe gets it back. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Mbappe pumps it into the air. Up to meet it! Good delivery, no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And it's Kane. Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked him out. Cut out in the nick of time. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Brings it forward. Now it's Kane. Kane. He's pulled him up for that challenge. So what can they conjure from this one? Looking to pull clear here. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's got through to him. Has a goal! Back of the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser! That was easy, almost too easy.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Massive leap! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Kane with a shot! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Tries to get it forward quickly. That's a terrific surge down the right. Big chance! In he goes again! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was, absolutely top-notch.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That'll be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. Well, the action has already resumed here. Guerrero.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Gets the better of his man. Mbappe. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Hoists it forward. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. It's a brilliant interception. Can he shoot? This could fall anywhere. Gnabry.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Goretzka. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Mbappe. Has he picked him out? Kane. Mbappe gets wrestled off the ball. What an adventurous run from a defender. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, they can break here. Looking to break out here. Ball through needs to be good here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Yeah, he's fouled him there. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Coaxed through there. Hit into towering header! That's a fine save!
The keeper really dug out his defence.
Oh, real danger! Tries a shot! He has done it!
Well, this is a terrific show of resilience and spirit. I love to see a team roll up their sleeves and force their way back. Superb.
Courtois did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
This is quite a battle. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Tries lifting it over. It's out for a goal kick. Mbappe goes for goal, and somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And it's Davis, and here's Kane.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Plays it long.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Look at the defender bombing forward. Great leap! He's missed, but by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And they've been caught out here. There will be a throw-in. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Madrid cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. And here's the chance to counter. Finds himself eased off the ball. Mbappe. That's clear cut. That's a free kick. Mbappe gets away from his opponents. And that is that. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick.
Gets up to head it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Valverde. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Mbappe. That is terrific skill. Mbappe. He's through the middle. And the counter is on. And here's Kane. Gnabry. What an adventurous run from a defender. And that has been cleared.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Guerrero. Gnabry. It's a loose ball. Chance to shoot. Cut out in the nick of time. Towering header! Oh, not the best of headers. Ball's come loose and the chase is on. Valverde. Is there any support? He might not need it. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Kane, he's off, chance! Mbappe. Mbappe proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. No goals as yet. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Brahim Diaz. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Valverde. Kimmich. Forward it goes. Tings it out wide. Kimmich. And it's Guerrero. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, they could break here. Madrid do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. He's in space and looking for options. Good take, and it's in! Just brushed off the ball there. Oh, he's not going to get that. Now it's Kane. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Mbappe. And he's away. Gnabry. There's the whistle for half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. So he's had a goal! Oh, nearly. Really is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Rudiger. Now it's Kane. Valverde. Has a hit! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Valverde. Mbappe. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Gets away from his opponent. Shoots! Neuer catches it safely. Valverde proves too strong there. And it's Davis. Tar. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, Darren.
Kane with a shot! Both sides a bit too casual in possession.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Got changes here from both sides, in fact. Gets it, and now what? Gets the better of it. Hits one! In he goes again! Great leap! He couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Just the goalkeeper's a beat. Shapes to shoot! Back of the net! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Has a go! Goes for it! And the weighted pass. Hoists it forward. He gets past his man. Goes for goal! And a second time! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Tar. And it's played forward. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Kane. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's got through. Now can he finish? Goes to finish! And he should have made it 4. So that's it. It is all over. Madrid, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.